Hi people, hi everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, absolutely welcome, and do hit the subscribe button and join me on this ride. This is Ifoma Okoli, favorite youth mentor, educator, lifestyle counselor, and therapist. So I'm back on here again, and today I'm going to share some self-care tips. These days we're really busy people. We need to take care of ourselves. You know, especially women. Oh my gosh, women. We are busy creatures. We take care of a lot. We multitask. So I'm definitely going to be coming from a female's point of view, a mom or wife, and just other things that even are not even female. It can be anybody. You could take a whole bunch out of this video. And when you feel good, you're able to go on and attack your day, attack your plans, your goals, your vision, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and be intentional about your life. You're not just see, self-care helps with intentionality about your life, helps your life to it helps you to be intentional about lots of things, because when you're intentional about taking care of yourself, you're also intentional about the goals that you set, the plans you have for the day, accomplishing those things. So these are some routines. When I say self-care, I'm thinking of the time you take to take care of your person, so that you can be fit to go out there in your mind, in your physical body, in your spirits, even in your emotions. But it's a whole lot to cover if I want to go into all that. But I'm just going to generalize self-care. I know I said that word right. I'll generalize it and bring it down and make it a bit concise. And maybe in other episodes, I might talk more on other aspects of self-care. Okay, so why do you need to take care of yourself? First of all, it's part of this whole thing you call self-love, love yourself, and everything. So how do you do that on a daily basis, so that you can be fit in your mind and your physical person to go out there and take on the responsibilities of the day, take on the, do what is expected of you as a student, as a child, as a mother or as a father, as a worker, a career person, a business person, a minister. You have to take care of yourself first, because it's out of this body and out of your mind. That's how you pour out. That's from where you pour out. Okay, so that being said, let me get right into self-care, because I'm going to be looking at my list and I will talk about, how I do self-care basically for myself, and I'm going to give some examples, relatable examples. Let's see how relatable they are, right? Okay, and at the end of this video, in the comment section, just let me know what you think about self-care, because I think it's different for different people. There are some general things, right? But it's a bit different, for everybody. Everybody's not the same, so whatever applies to me may not apply to somebody else. So let's just say I'm generalizing. So the first thing, basic self-care, like when you wake up in the morning, I think the mind is very important. The mind is very important, because if your mind is going nowhere, you're going nowhere. So in your mind, you first of all have to set that one right. And how I do that is by prayer, Bible reading, and I meditate on what I read, and I set out a little bit of time for that. See, I'm a mom, and so I wake up by maybe 5 a.m. or 5, sometimes 5:30 if I'm sleeping late or I didn't wake up with the alarm. So I get up and I first of all pray and put my day, into God's hands, because as a Christian, I do that. And I have this Bible plan that I follow. Thank God for technology. Okay, so I follow this Bible plan basically. So I put that on in my earpiece, and I go about getting ready, for the day, and getting the kids ready for the day. So basically, I don't have the time to like sit down and do that. So I, put it in my ear, listen along and do the things that I have to do. Multitasking, multitasking for women. Okay, so that's the first thing. So I set my mind right in that way. Okay, of course, getting ready for the day, you take your bath, you brush, you do some routines, when you especially for women. Okay, let me go ahead and like show some of the things that I use, which helps me to be helps my skin and all that. Okay, so I have, of course, the soaps that I use, which sometimes is black soap. We have African black soap and all that. But then I also I love vitamin E. I hope you can see that. I use this vitamin E oil. I apply that. I mix that. I have a lot. Okay, I mix that up. These are some basic ones that I love. Coconut oil, but it's mixed with carrot oil. If you can see it's mixed with a little bit of carrot oil. So I also use, excuse me, I also use a lotion that has SPF 50. This one has SPF 50. It's a lotion with SPF 50. It's really good. Helps, with the sun rays. So you don't burn up when you go outside in the sun. Okay. So that is self-care for the body. I also love to use my oil. We have to absolutely have our oil. Olive oil. That's olive oil. That's anointing oil, honey. See, it's not just anointing oil though. Let me tell you, it has a whole bunch of uses. Very good for your hair, even very good for your skin as well. So yeah, these are my daily skincare routine. Most of this, I forgot. I love this one. Vitamin C. When you're getting older, right? Vitamin C serum, jeez, so good. Find it. This vitamin C and vitamin E. It's vitamin E oil, so good, especially for those for ladies and even for men. You're getting older, you need for your skin to hold up and look good. And please, let's not say because we are black the sun does not affect us. SPF, find something that has some SPF in it to protect your skin from the sun's rays. Okay, and it's very hot in this part of the world, Nigeria, Africa. So yeah, so those are the things that I do for skincare. I also love to spray and smell good. I also have this spray, Victoria's Secret but anywho, anyone that smells good will do. And I also use this antiperspirant or transparent, something like that, Nivea, under my arms. Helps with the sweats, because as you go through your day you sweat, so that Nivea, I spray. I love that spray, and sure is good too. And anywho, those sprays under the armpits, I use those ones too, the deodorants. Yeah, I love a whole bunch of perfume. So as we can see, there's Roja, and then we've got Roberto Cavalli. Like empty, like these are so good. They're so good that they are empty. Roberto Cavalli Paradiso, Roja Elysium, love that perfume. J'adore, an all-time classic by Dior, love that one. Oh, I love the smell, it's so nice. And then Evolution by Nouvelle is also really nice. And then Victoria's Secret Love Spell, the body spray. So another thing we ladies need, and everybody in general need to smell good. Yeah. So out with the old and in with the new. Another thing that I love to do daily, I have to do it daily, and I find time during the day, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Maybe on Saturdays I'll make it like 30 minutes, is workout. I absolutely work out. I work out. I have to do exercises. It helps me because, wow, that energy, when you first get going in the day with exercise, just a little bit, maybe 15 minutes. Those people who are very busy, maybe even 10 minutes. I have these YouTube exercises that are free. I love this lady, Lucy Windham Reid. She's doing exercises. She's your trainer and everything, and she's so calm. And the exercises are effective, and you don't feel like you're overkilling your body. You don't feel like you're dying basically because you're exercising. So I love Lucy Windham Reid. I think I've shared her things. I share her exercises a lot on my social pages. Check her out. She's good. You love exercise with Lucy Windham Reid, okay? And she has a lot of HIIT exercises. Those ones are good for your heart rate, good for metabolism and all that. Absolutely. when you exercise, your body gets better. Another thing that you do for self-care is you eat well. You can't be drinking Coke and snacks all the time. Yeah, no. From time, eat good food as much as you can. Mix it with fruits, vegetables. In this part of the world, we have a lot of soups with vegetable in it. Very good. And then the swallow, that is good. We have the wheat swallow, which is good. What else do we have? The amala too, I think is good. Amala is good. And all our swallows, they are carbohydrate rich, so we have to take a small portions. If you are watching your weight though, or you're watching your height, all those things, you have to not, you can't eat like a full bowl of gari or amala or something, and you're expecting to be in top shape. Man, it doesn't work that way. No way. So you have to eat right. And from time to time, I know salads. We have a lot of things that make for good salads. You can, you don't have to, like, I don't know how to say, just make some vegetables, put some vegetables together with some eggs and avocados and local pear, now put them together. From time to time, have salads. Salads are very good for the body. It's so good. It's really good. Not every time that your food has to be extra cooked and all the nutrients have been cooked out of it. So it helps out a lot. And of course, drink a lot of water. So those are my top tips. Now I'm going to go into things that are, may or may not. It just raises the quality of your feel good, your feel good spirit, your feel good hormones. So I'll be back for more of those. Okay, so I'm back, and I'm going to be going into self-care tips that are like optional. You do them from time to time, or will absolutely make you feel great. So okay, so you guys do click the subscribe button and the bell button at the bottom, and to receive new videos whenever we get new videos out there. And so I do have a list. That's what you see flipping in the camera. Okay, so let me get back to my list. Okay, on my list I have monthly waxing. Oh my gosh, for us women. Okay, now I'm going to the female, and even for guys, waxing, removing the extra hair from around the body. For me, waxing, I find out waxing helps. It lasts longer. So for like 3 weeks, I don't have to worry about shaving or using creams that will that contain harsh chemicals. But the waxing, it's a bit tough. If you've seen my other video, you know about the whole praying and waxing. But God came through for me that time, honey. God has been coming through for me, because the waxing thing, after like 3 weeks or something, maybe your hair has grown out a bit. Like if your hair grows fast, and then you go to wax, Lord have mercy. But yes, but the waxing lasts longer, so that's waxing. Another thing for women and even for men, grooming, you have taking care of your hair. Take down the braiding, wash it, braid it back up. For those who do braiding, do the hair care styles that you love to do. Taking care, yes, of that look. That's good. That's a good thing to do. Makes you feel good. And you have to look presentable anyway. Yeah, so yes, definitely we need to do that, going to the salon and all that. And for those who don't, you do it yourself at home. From time to time, I look around and I bless somebody who cannot pay me back, somebody who I know needs some help, and because usually I don't borrow. Because I don't like to borrow money, but I'll lend out money because I don't know. I don't see myself going to ask for money back and all those things. So I just give out what I can afford to lose. Or usually I just give to somebody who I know cannot pay me back. Those things that I can afford to give, is something that helps you. It helps your pocket. It's a principle you give, and you will get it back in like 100 folds, even 1,000 folds, even 1,000,000 fold. If you have that faith now, and if you do give out, yeah. It works. Absolutely works. It works. It's self-care for my pockets. But it's most importantly, it also cares for somebody else. As the Bible says, you love people like you love yourself. Okay. Another thing I do daily is I take out time. I go to travel blogs because I love to travel. I think most people love to travel. I go to travel blogs and I look up travel blogs, and maybe I give myself maybe like 15 to 20 minutes a day and I do that. I'll go to travel blogs, look at the pictures of different places around the world that I would just dream of loving, of being there or going there or something. Sure, it helps your mind just in case you have like a lot of kata kata around you, and to me that's like a safe place. Okay, to look at those things and put it down on a list of to do things or bucket list, things. Dream of being at Antarctica, Sweden, I don't know, all those nice places, Australia, New Zealand, Maldives. How about that? Okay, shoot, the nice places. Even the Great Wall of China is somewhere I would love to even see. Yes, China. Go figure. But absolutely. I guess to me, it's self care. It's self care to dream. Apart from that, it's not just that. I also, if it's not looking at those dreamy places, I take out time to write down things that I would love to do in future that I'm not doing right now. Because life is in phases. Life goes in phases. You cannot do everything at one time. So from one phase to another to another to another, there's always something different that you're doing, something different that you're fulfilling. I absolutely believe in that. And so yes, I take the time to dream and to write them down. That's very important, because you might be a student today and you might want to travel the world tomorrow, but then you have to have a route to get there, right? So you have to dream it up and write it down. This is where I want to be one day. This is how I want my life to look one day. Or you might be working, or you're a business person and you want to travel the world. Same thing. You have to dream it up and write it down, because if you're not intentional about it, it may never see the light of day. If you don't even write it down, it's just something that comes to your mind and passes. It may not see the light of day. So yeah, absolutely dream and write it down, and one day you're gonna achieve it. Next thing I love to do that also takes care of my pockets is I save. The first thing, if I get my monthly, what I earn in the month, I first of all I give my 10% tithe to the church. Okay, people there are so many people against this whole giving of tithes in the church, but in my personal experience, it has helped my pocket. It has helped my life a lot. Like that 10%, you don't see, once I give that 10%, the first thing I do is I give that 10%. I don't touch that money. I don't use that money until I give that 10%, because I know that's between God and the pastor. This is what I'm saying right now. Because to me, I know and I believe that the church is using that to help lives and also to keep on propagating, the light, the light, giving out more word to people, giving out more hope to people. Because that tithe, I believe it helps the church to stay open, and people can come into church whenever they need, mostly on Sundays, to get more hope for the week, to get more strength to keep going, because this world can be a tough place and people need that. People need a place to go and just, God, here I am, pray, help me, Lord, or and connect, because church is also a place to connect, with good people, hopefully, because the church has both bad and good people, let's be honest, so like most places. So yes, so I definitely do that 10% every month. And it's helped if you read in Malachi 3, chapter 3, the benefits of tithing. So take time to do that. You'll see the whole benefits, and I absolutely believe the word of God, and it works for me. Absolutely. Yes, it works for me. I'm witness. Okay, moving on. You can see that this is a very, very low-key kind of video, and just, yes, that's what it is. And another thing I love to do is at least once a month, movies. Maybe either or, I love to go to the cinema or to movies, or go out to a restaurant, try a new restaurant in the city. I absolutely have to save some money for it too, because shoot, I cannot be staying in one place and doing one thing all the time, right? So either I spice it up with movies or going to a new restaurant, trying out new restaurants, or staycation, in the city. Because if I can't travel, maybe once a month or once in 2 months, I'll do a staycation either by myself or with the fat children, or usually with someone. A staycation, go out and, yes, basically breathe, have fun, explore the city that you're in. See, people take that thing for granted, and the city that we're in usually has a lot of attractions, but we just don't know. So sometimes, go on Google it, find out new places, fun places in the city to take your children to take your spouse to, or your fiance or fiance to. You guys, hang out, your friends, even, of course, your friends. Or for those who are loners, you take yourself, come on now, take yourself out once in a while and have fun. Life, you only live life once. And of course, please, I care about you guys. Enjoy responsibly. Okay? Enjoy responsibly. And if you're absolutely drinking when you go out, Uber or Bolt is your friend, or you call somebody to come and take you home if you're absolutely drunk, which I don't recommend. But hey, if that's what you do, then please make sure that other people are safe and don't drive. I had to put that in there. You see how, yeah, I had to say that because, a lot drunk drivers have killed a lot of innocent people, and you don't want to be that drunk driver who did that, because it's something that will always haunt you. So yeah, no, we don't want that. Okay, and another thing is shopping. Maybe if you've saved enough money and you need some new shoes, or you just want to buy something nice for yourself, that is also self-care. Okay, you have to be careful. That shopping there, child, oh my word, some people, God have to deliver some people from too much shopping, because yes, you have to have a budget. I think a lot of people, and which is what is wise, have budgets on how you spend your money, so that at the end of the day you take care of the things that are important, like food, rent, school fees, the most important things first, and then before you can save for future outings or shopping and all that. So yeah, we live wisely, we live well, but we live very wisely. Okay. And the last thing I want to talk about is traveling the world. It's absolutely important to see other places and see other cultures, appreciate life in other places other than where you are, and to be more aware. Even if you cannot do that physically, you can travel the world on your phone. Okay, Google is your friend. Or any other search places. Oh, YouTube is a good place to search. It's a great search engine. You can absolutely see other places and other things in your city. So I encourage us to take care of ourselves, and thank you for taking the time to watch. And yeah, absolutely, come back next time to see more videos. So that means you do have to hit the subscribe and the bell buttons to get the notifications. Tell me what countries that you'd love to absolutely travel to, and why. Yeah, why? I think I've said some countries I want to travel to. All right, you guys. Yes, take care of yourselves, and love who you are. Get closer to God. Absolutely, that's one thing that's so important. If you would ask me, the bane of self-care, the main thing in self-care to me, is having a relationship with God, because that takes care of my mind. It takes care of my mind. My mind is settled. My relationship with God settles my mind. And there's so many things that you can worry about in this world that will make you worry, that can make you worry. But you know what? When you have a relationship with God, a daily relationship with God, you give your life to Jesus Christ, and you pray daily, you read your word daily, like I described earlier on, like how I take time to do that, And then sometimes during my day, when I face things that are tough, I also pray, I talk to God. And apart from what I do first thing in the morning, it helps my mind a lot. So that's, to me, the main self-care tip. And please, please, please write down in the comment section your self-care tips so we can all learn. All right, so next time, y'all, bye-bye.